Hi everyone, welcome along to another utterly awesome tips and tricks with Mandy. This is the October tips and tricks, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes because I did find my Spotlight on Nature Dyes, which was the one that I was missing last month that I wanted to use, and I've been having a practice ready to do this and show you my tip, and it's not playing nicely. It's playing really well, actually. It's not being naughty, which is what I wanted it to be. So I'm going to explain the tip to you and show you how it works, and it might be useful for you in the future, even if my demonstration doesn't illustrate it very well. So I've got some dyes here, and I've already pre-cut some a little bit because I wanted to be ready so it didn't take too long. And I've got my fabulous take your pick tool, because we can use this, but as an alternative to use this, sometimes you don't need to use it, but just in case, I'm going to get it out. I'm going to take my pointy bit off and add my little brush, which I bought as an extra one. Oh, wrong end. Should have practiced that before I started, shouldn't I? So I had the right end for that. I'll take this one out, which is the gooey pickup stuff that I can't remember the name of. But that's really good for picking up gems and sequins and things. And I'm going to screw this in. Now, it's a really good idea if you buy one of the brushes, and I highly recommend that you do, that you buy yourself a second take your pick tool, because then you don't have to be changing the pieces all the time. You want to be using this one and this one all the time. So if you buy a second whole complete set, you don't have to be interchanging them. So I've got this. I've got my little lunchbox in here with a piece of the sponge that comes with it, and that's what I would normally use if I was stuck with my dyes. But I found out this stupidly simple trick recently that is a big help. If you have dyes, and I got out my seashells one, and I did a couple of these, and usually it sticks with all those pieces in there, and would you believe I've got about 3 pieces stuck in this one. I shouldn't have used grey because it's not showing up very well, and I've got about 5 stuck in this one, so it's not so bad. Usually when I've done them in the past, it ends up like this with all of those stuck in the dye, and it's not playing, and it is playing nicely. It's coming out beautifully, which is actually what you want it to do. But on the times that it doesn't come out, a really good way of getting them out really easily, instead of using your poking tool and trying to, I'm just going to put that down gently, instead of trying to poke them all out with this, that's all, they've all come out of that one, wouldn't you know it? Or even putting the brush, putting them in here and getting them out with the brush. This is fabulous because that gets out all the other pieces. There's only a few in there you can see, so they've all come out. But if you get one like this and they are all stuck in there and they're not coming out easily, the first thing to do is to just drop it on a firm surface, and look at that. They've all pretty much all come out. I'll drop it again, see if I can get those other couple out. And they have. There's 2 little dots left in there, and for those, I'm just going to use the pokey tool. And they're gone. So that's how easy that is. So this idea, which was brilliant, was to tell you to just drop your dyes. If you do it on your black mat, that is the self-healing mat, it doesn't come out as easily, and I think it's because it's a soft surface. So if you've got a harder surface like your glass mat or a table and you drop it onto that, they come out beautifully. The only ones that have stuck in there are a couple of those little tiny circle ones. So I'm going to have, oh, I've got one more here. This is a fancier one, and I didn't take that out, and thankfully, look at that, they've all stuck in there for me, which is great. So I'm just going to drop that as my first port of call. Drop it again. You can see them splattering off to the side. I've still got a couple in there. I can drop it a third time. And I've still got 2 in there. So I've got a choice of doing this, which works beautifully. I missed one, and I'll get that one out with that. But dropping is your first easy port of call. And even with your ones like your alphabet dies, if they don't come out straight away first up, just give them a tap, firm tap, and they will come out. And you're not sitting there trying to, I've spent ages trying to poke things through and get little fidgety bits out. So I'm just going to, now that I have tapped out that last, those last couple of these sand dollar dies, I'm just going to have another go at cutting those out and see if I can get them to stick, and have another go at showing you how that usually happens. And today it's not being usual. My dies are being perfect, and my die cutting is coming out exactly how you would like it to every time, but it doesn't always. So that one hasn't come out straight away. Yay. It's not going to with the whole thing in there. So I'm going to poke that. Where's the right one that I want to get the edge of my... One of these pushes up. Ah, there it is. Pushes up the actual die instead of just poking out all the little bits. And that one's stuck a little bit more, so I'll give that one a go. And there we go. Look at them all popping out. So that's my tip for you for October. When you're working with your dies and you've got intricate dies that pieces stick into, first of all, drop them onto something like your glass mat or a table, but not just your foam mat, because it doesn't give it the same heavy impact for them to pop out. It doesn't damage the dies at all. It just gets all the little pieces out. So thank you for watching my utterly awesome tips and tricks. And for those girls who watched last month with my sticky tape, showing you how you can make shiny embellishments using the sticky tape on your paper, I've got a prize coming to Yvonne. Thank you for watching, commenting, liking, whatever it was that you did on my video last month. I really appreciate it. So girls, please give me a thumbs up. Log into YouTube and give me a thumbs up and a comment on there. It really helps me, because apparently it shares it to more people if you do that. So I would really appreciate your help in getting my ideas out there to other people who might find them interesting and useful. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to you joining me in November.